Alright, what's going on, guys? I am bringing you a 241-7 Hexa Nuclear, playing some Nuketown 2025 Demolition on some Black Ops 2. Hexa Nuclear, man, that's 6 nuclears in one game. This is the most nuclears ever in one game in Black Ops 2. And it was actually 4 kills off the SEPTA nuclear the game ended. So that would have been even crazier, but still, 6 is still more than anyone else has gotten, so that's pretty fucking crazy. And, I don't know, man. This is just insane gameplay, and it's actually not by me. Obviously, you can see by the gamer tag and stuff. This is by Newport, and he's part of TapX Studios. I'm sure you guys probably have heard of them if you watched any of my crazy ass spawn traps. Because I upload every time like they get like a crazy ass trap like this. I go ahead and upload it for them. So if you guys want to see some crazy ass traps like this, definitely go over there and subscribe. The link is in the description. And yeah, this is by Newport, so I don't think I've ever uploaded anything from him. Usually it's Atrocity who gets some sort of crazy like terminal gameplay or something. But yeah, this time it's someone else, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, so let me talk a little bit about the gameplay. Oh, actually, even before that, if you guys could leave a like rating, that would be much appreciated. It is the most nuclears ever in Black Ops 2, so if we could try to hit over 1,000 likes, that would be much appreciated. I think you guys can definitely do that. And yeah, so let's talk about the gameplay. It's pretty much a standard, you know, Nuketown 2025 trap. Nothing too special. The only thing that's different is that they're blocking off the back spawns with the Guardian. On this side, they're blocking off actually the back spawn, and they're also blocking off the kitchen spawn. And basically what that does is it makes them all flood to one spot really outside the garage, and occasionally they'll spawn inside the garage whenever he's blocking it or reloading and stuff like that. But basically it's feeding them all to one spot. Which is outside garage. You can see him feeding there with the LMG. Also, quickly let me note that I fast forwarded it slightly, and I also cut like each nuclear. Like you guys are just gonna see all 6 of the nuclears in the very final streak where he gets a 26 gun streak. So I cut out any of the extra deaths and like stuff like that. So yeah. Anyways, continuing on. So basically, what happens is it isn't 100% like old Demolition where the spawns don't flip. The spawns will flip, so that's one problem with it. So you guys can see like on the minimap, like three of the teammates are on one side and the other 3 on the other side watching the flip spawns, and that's basically how you run it, because because they're going to be spawning in your spawn because you're so far in their spawn, and because you're blocking it with the Guardians, you're forcing the game to make them flip into your own spawns. So you guys got to be aware of that as well. I don't think this really needs a tutorial. I'm going to kind of try to explain it while the video is going on. It's pretty simple. Nothing too special about it, so I think I can just explain it because the tutorial won't really be necessary for this sort of a trap. But anyway, on the other side, what you guys are about to see coming up, I'll go ahead and just explain it now, just to keep the calm like orderly. What's going to happen on the other side is you're going to block the back, and what that's going to do is going to force them to spawn in two main spawns, because the back has like 4 spawns, like 2 in the fence, 2 behind the fence. Well, actually not behind the fence, 2 in front of the fence. They have like that little wall thing sticking out where they spawn as well. All that gets blocked with the Guardian, and what that does is it forces them to spawn on the swing set and on generator. So those are the 2 spawns that you feed at. You watch both of those 2, and then everybody else is watching the flip spawns because they're going to be flipping quite a lot. That's why he has dogs on as well in this gameplay, but I'm going to actually address that later on because I think I have some improvements that could be done. But anyways. So yeah, that's pretty much how you set this up. Other than that, it's a basic Nuketown trap, The spots are all the same, it's just, the Guardian placement that's a little bit different. This kind of reminds me of when we used to block the spawns, like when the spawns didn't flip for like 2 weeks or whatever, when they like fucked up the spawns on accident or whatever and they didn't flip. That was pretty crazy. That was really fun when they did that. It was like original like Black Ops 1 trapping. But they fixed that right away, so they flip. But anyways, this is kind of similar to that, so it's pretty cool. And yeah. So I kind of have like thought about it and looked at it, and I think the SEPTA would actually be possible in my opinion. Even in this gameplay, he dies twice off his streak. When he's getting kills, that doesn't contribute towards a SEPTA. Now, obviously, to get a SEPTA, you only need 210 kills. Because 7 times 30, 210. He gets 240. So I mean, he gets 241 actually to be precise. So I mean, technically, strictly on the amount of kills, an octa would be possible, which is pretty crazy to think about. That shit doesn't happen outside of Terminal really. So just to think about that is pretty crazy. But there's a couple things that need to be done, and I think it would make it a lot better. I think basically what he's doing is he's killing himself every time he gets his nuclear, but also in this game the medals get delayed. Like when you're going on like a crazy streak, the nuclear medal doesn't always pop up right when you get your nuclear. So I think one thing you could do is just you know, run non-lethals. So take off the dogs, put on like UAV, let everyone else run dogs or whatever. It doesn't matter. I think he only probably gets like 10 or so dog kills in this. It's not even really worth it. So you just run UAV and you look at the scoreboard. So when the scoreboard hits 30, then you kill yourself, regardless of you know, whether the nuclear medal popped up on your screen or not. You know, the scoreboard's telling you you got 30. So you know, you just calculate it like that, and it'll save yourself, you know, maybe like 10 seconds each time, and you know, a couple kills each time, and you know, that adds up. You know, over the course of the game, that could, you know, go towards another nuclear. So that's something that, I don't know, if I ever try to go for this, I'll actually talk about myself and spawn trapping at the end of this, but, you know, that's just something that I thought would help out a lot. And pretty much, you know, always the problem of, you know, getting people to stay in the game. That's, you know, you guys see throughout this whole gameplay, people are leaving left and right every couple seconds, you know, someone's leaving or whatever. So, you know, that's always the problem with any gameplay, spawn trapping or just normal gameplay in general. You know, just every time people always want to leave, and, you know, I guess that's up to them. You know, you always got to find that perfect noob lobby where no one wants to leave and they just, like, don't care about their stats or Call of Duty in general. They're just playing for fun or whatever, and, you know, they just stay in. So, anyways, that's pretty much all I thought about that. I think an Octa would be possible in a perfect world, I guess. It definitely could be dropped, but you know, I don't really have any aspirations to go for it. But anyway, so yeah, let me talk a little bit about myself and why I haven't really been uploading any spawn traps or anything like that. Because people always ask me that, and mainly just because there aren't any new ones, really. You know, I was gonna wait until the new Call of Duty comes out. Obviously, every time the new Call of Duty comes out, I always upload some spawn traps in the beginning. You know, just whenever we're figuring stuff out, and if it ends up being good, I'll continue. If they don't really end up being that good, you know, I don't really continue spawn trapping, you know, until the next COD. That's kind of how I've done it, you know, for the last few years. And Ghost has probably been the worst for spawn trapping out of all the Call of Duties, to be honest. And I don't feel like, you know, going back in Black Ops 2 and really trapping that much. I don't know. It's fun, I guess, sometimes. But Black Ops 2, I don't know. It's just the flip spawns and everything. I don't really like it that much. You know, if Black Ops 1 wasn't like a dead game, I'd love to go back and play that. But you know, that's really like a dead game. But I'm gonna probably start trapping a little bit more, just for one reason alone, is I want to play on my Gen of Marbles account, and you know, that was supposed to be a non-spawn trapping account, and I decided that I don't really give a fuck anymore. I already got to 10th prestige. I had like a fucking, you know, 13.2 KD with like a 75 win loss or something without spawn trapping. So, you know, I don't really care anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and spawn trap on it now. And it's just because I can't really play multi on that account, simply for the fact that I'm like multi's #1 target. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to play me and stuff, so when I'm trying to go for stats, like I'm trying to hold I want a 15 on that account, and for me to try to do that, I can't really be going into multi and playing tryhards or getting antied and stuff. You know, all that is fine when I'm on my main. I don't really care. You know, I don't care about the stats on my main. You know, I play tryhards and stuff, but you know, when I'm trying to go for stats, I really can't be seen in multi, man. It's just really annoying. Every other, you know, maybe actually, you know, multi I think is pretty decent at certain times during the day, but you know, I'm not trying to like plan my whole day around fucking playing Xbox. So I just decided I'll play some demo on it, you know, because that's good to keep my stats high, and I don't really plan on getting anti in demo too much. That's not really a big deal. And even if they do come in demo, it's much easier to deal with antis in demo than it is in multi. You don't really take deaths, so I don't really care about that. You know. So anyway, that's just kind of my plans for it. So I'll probably do another combat record video as well. Probably when I get like 100k kills or something. Or if I never end up hitting that, because that's kind of like what I want to get to, but I don't know, it's kind of a lot. But if I don't get that, I'll probably just do one, you know, sometime in the upcoming months, or maybe, you know, right before the next Call of Duty, I'll do all my combat records again like I usually do. So yeah, that's that. That's pretty much it. The gameplay is coming up to a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Let's try to hit 1,000. That'd be really cool. Once again, be sure to subscribe to TapX if you guys enjoy this spawn trap and stuff. They have a lot of spawn traps up on their channel and stuff, you know, if you guys are into that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day, and peace out.